Welcome back, everyone. Well, if you've seen our last video, we explained how we planted our strawberry bush and our grape bush, but I lost the video showing you what the process was. So today I'm going to be showing you the process this time around. We're going to be doing this with our raspberry bush. We got a real nice raspberry bush here. This one is a live one. Like the other ones were live, but you had to soak them prior to planting them to get them to wake up and all that. This one here is straight out of the pot and is live. You don't have to soak it or anything. It's ready to go. So let's get started. First thing we got is we have our 5-gallon bucket here, and I've already went around the outside drilling holes. Now these holes are big enough so the pea gravel doesn't fall out of the bucket, but yet will give me about 3 inches of drainage space. I have to now finish the bottom of the bucket, so I'm using a 7/32 drill bit, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around and I'm just going to put holes in the bottom of the bucket. There we go. So now, I don't know if you can see that on the video, but we have the holes in the bottom and we have the holes on the side. Next step, to the top of these holes, we're going to fill the bucket with pea gravel. And the reason why I use pea gravel is, and I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but it is a very small rock. So it also is great for filtering the water through down below. So let's pour in our pea gravel up to the holes. And again, this will ensure that we have good drainage for our plant. And I don't know if you can see it, but we have the stone to right about here. Up next, we're going to throw just some plain topsoil into our bucket. Now I'm going to fill this about 1/4 of the way with topsoil. And I use plain generic topsoil. Don't use nothing fancy, just good old quality topsoil. Now, if we used just plain topsoil, the topsoil would get compacted and it would get hard. So for that, we're going to add cow manure and compost also to the bucket. And since we're going to get our hands dirty here anyways, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just reach right in here and I'm going to mix this all up real good, breaking up all the bigger clumps here and making sure that it's well mixed, so that way the soil is mixed with the manure. And this is why I like to do this on the back of the truck like this, because if you make a mess, all you got to do is just close the gate and dump it off. All right, so we got that all mixed, and we're down to the stone here. I'm mixing in actually a little stone in the dirt, but that's okay. Now I'm just going to compare how high this is. This will be perfect. Okay, so now let's squeeze the container and slowly Now this one isn't too badly root bound, so that's good. But I'm still gonna kind of tease the roots here a little bit. You can see it a little bit down here, but tease the roots a little bit just to kind of allow them to spread. Because I mean, after all, they start these things so early in the season that by the time you get them, they're so root bound. And best thing you can do is just go ahead and knock off some of the dirt like this and open up the root system. So then that way you give the roots a chance to grow and expand. Put this right here in our bucket. Just gotta move some of this dirt around. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna like really press it down. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the remainder of my topsoil that I have. I believe this might be enough. I'm gonna pour it in here. Yeah, pour it in here, and I'm gonna leave a little room for the top of the bucket. Because what I'm gonna do is if you remember, if you've seen the video on our strawberry bushes and the raspberry bush, or I mean not raspberry bush, the red grape one, I'm gonna leave like about an inch or two above the bucket, and then that way I am gonna get a bag of mulch, wood chips, mulch, whatever they have on sale, and I'm gonna just put it right over the top here of the dirt. So then that way, this is gonna control the control if anything falls in here, nothing will grow like weeds and stuff like that, or any other flower seeds. But not only that, but it'll also maintain the water inside the bucket here. So of course this one is recommended. I'm gonna water this before I put it over there, but this one here is recommended at full sun, which if you remember too, again from the last video, you know that we putting these over there by our fence so they get full sun during the daylight hours, and then at night they get a little bit of shade during the early evening, but more or less they get the morning sun from the morning till the afternoon. So they, like I say, they like full sun. Best place for them on the south side. And I think since this one is kind of looks like, I probably can see it in the video, it's kind of like growing this way a little bit. I think that when I put it over there, I'm going to turn it around like this after I give it a good drink of water here. I'm going to turn it so it starts to grow this way in the bucket. I mean, I probably won't like grow that way, but I want it to the flat side here where you can see obviously it's been like against somebody else in a bucket like this or something. It's kind of flat here, so I want it to respond that way. But that's all there is to the bucket planting. So like I say, this year we have our strawberry plants, we have our red grape, and now we have raspberry. And I got one more bucket, and I don't know what I'm going to do with that one yet. I'm still debating on if I want to plant some garlic or maybe some onion, or maybe I'll just turn the bucket sideways and I'll cut out like this and try to grow some potatoes. Like I say, I'm not 100% sure yet, but if you guys would like to comment down below and let me know what out of the three for our last bucket project, what would you like to see grown? Would you like to see potatoes, onions, or garlic? Like I say, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll give it a couple days before we do the next video on the bucket planting here and see if anybody comments or if anybody says anything. And if not, well, then I'll just plant, whatever I feel like to show you guys the last of the bucket for the year. So, all right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, because we have a lot more content like this coming throughout the rest of the summer. So again, everyone, take care, and I'll see you guys next time.